Illinois is coming off a loss of 7-3 on the season, and Michigan is 10-0 and undefeated on the season, coming off a victory against Nebraska. Michigan's playing at home in the Big House. They're an 18-point favorite. But when you look at Illinois, Brett Bielema, the head coach, has done a spectacular job with his football team, turning this program around. They've got the nation's leading rusher in Chase Brown, but he's got a leg injury. He might not be playing in this football game. So the key to this football game, both these teams are built on terrific defenses. They're both top 5 defenses in the NCAA. And their offense, they like to run the ball on both sides of the ball. I love Blake Corum as a running back. He's got over 1,300 yards rushing for Michigan in this football game, Coach. Michigan's a big favorite at home.
Well, what's really interesting, Mark, is we know that the winner of Michigan U Ohio State next week will be the team that goes to the championship game. However, we don't know who's going to be there for the West because there are 4 teams that have lost 3 conference games already. And we're talking about Illinois being one of them, Minnesota being another one, Iowa. You don't know who in the world is going to end up being there. You know, I thought last year McNamara, the quarterback, really did a nice job. I was shocked when they came back and said, well, we're going to have to go into the game practice and see who's going to be the starting quarterback, J.J. McCarthy or McNamara. I thought, how can you possibly bench McNamara? He's an outstanding competitor. Lo and behold, J.J. McCarthy has done a tremendous job, Mark. 69% completion, 14 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. He's only been sacked 8 different times. They run the ball exceptionally well. They have an outstanding receiver in Bell, and their defense is playing awfully well. Illinois, on the other hand, is up and down. Yeah, their defense is pretty consistent, but they haven't been good enough on offense overall. It'll be an interesting game, a big, important game for Illinois. We're going to see them give the maximum effort you see, but I think Michigan prevails 37-17, and still, we don't know who's going to represent the West in the Big Ten championship game.
I like the way you're thinking there. I like Michigan at home. I think Michigan has to make a statement. They're playing against a very good football team that's been ranked. I like Michigan in this at home 44-21.